Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Africa with Miss Spider in April, where we are learning about the Shona alphabet. I am so proud of you as you are learning a new language. So our theme for this month is bravery. I have 4 amazing folktale stories to help you learn about bravery. This week with our theme, bravery is speaking loudly and clearly, we meet an amazing girl called Amina who was not afraid of the dark. Are you ready? Let's go. Amina the Girl who was not afraid of the dark. Long ago, in a small village in Africa, children would never go out after dark. They were afraid of the night and the forest beyond. Why, you may ask? Because in the forest, shadows can look scary and strange sounds make people nervous. Everyone in the village stayed close to home. But one girl named Amina was different. She was not afraid of the dark. She was so brave. She would explore the forest at night, listening to the sounds and looking at the stars without fear. One evening, Amina's grandmother fell ill. The only medicine was on the other side of the dark forest. The villagers were worried and said, "It's too dangerous. The forest at night is not safe." But Amina stood up and said, "I will go. I'm not afraid of the dark, and I must help my grandmother." As she walked through the forest, Amina saw the trees casting long shadows, and she heard the sounds of the night. An owl hooted, a rabbit hopped along the path, and the tortoise slowly made its way across the clearing. None of it scared her. She smiled and waved to the animals. Soon, she reached a wide river. The water was deep and the moonlight barely lit the stones she had to step on. "I can do this, one step at a time," said Amina. And step by step, carefully and bravely, she crossed the river, smiling all the way. At last, she reached the garden and collected the medicine. Even the animals seemed impressed by her bravery. "Good job, Amina," whispered the rabbit. When Amina returned, the villagers were amazed. "How did you do it? The forest is so dark and scary," asked Uncle Tendai. "The dark is not scary when you're brave and have a kind heart, Uncle." Quickly, Amina hurried into the hut and gave the medicine to her grandmother. "Grandmother, I brought the medicine," Amina said with a gentle voice. "My brave child, thank you," said grandmother. The villagers waited quietly as the grandmother drank the medicine. By morning, the grandmother felt much better. "Your courage saved me, Amina," said grandmother. "Our little Amina is brave," the villagers say. Bravery is speaking clearly and proudly. It doesn't mean you aren't afraid. It means you do what is right, even when you feel scared. Like Amina, helping her grandmother, even though it was dark, and that is the magic of African folktales. Wow, that was such an amazing story. Amina, because she was not afraid of the dark and she spoke loudly and clearly, she was able to go and find some medicine for her grandmother. Let's look at some sounds of animals that we can find in the jungle where Amina was. The first animal is shh, which is shumba. Shumba, which is a lion. What sound does a lion make? What sound does a shumba make? Wah! Another animal that you can find in the jungle is a snake. In Shona, snake is nyoka. Nyoka. Another animal that you can find in the jungle is tsuro. Tsuro, which is rabbit. So we have shumba, nyoka, for snake, and Turo for rabbit. See you next week for our next theme. Are you excited? Because I am. Bye.